All right. Today I have three special guests, all from all over the world, from Australia, from United States, and from UK. And these guests are the guest editors for the Journal of Management of Engineering's special collection on workforce development and support in the architecture, engineering, and construction industry. And they will be able to talk about their special collection a little more. Why don't you first briefly introduce yourself? I'll start with maybe Rita, and then you guys can take turns.
Sure. Thank you very much, Yong, for your introduction. My name is Rita Zhang. I'm a senior lecturer in construction management at RMIT University in Australia. I had a professional background in building engineering and management. My research expertise lies in construction work health and safety. My early research work has focused on issues in relation to construction safety, including safety culture, safety climate, and safety leadership. Recently, I have been conducting research in relation to people in construction, focusing on improving the health and the well-being of construction employees. Particularly, I look at how work conditions and job design shape construction workers' health and safety experiences. So I'm a leading guest editor for this special collection.
About myself, my name is Alex Albert. I'm part of the faculty at North Carolina State University in the United States. Much of my research is in the area of construction safety. My research seeks to improve workplace conditions and ensure that workers are able to return to their families at the end of each workday. I'm excited to be one of the guest editors for this special issue. I look forward to seeing the interesting research our community is working on.
Hello, everybody. My name is Roy Jing. I'm an associate professor in construction management from London South Bank University in England. My professional background started with the safety program and how it affects the safety climate within the general contractors. And I'm also working on the other field in construction waste management. Thank you.
Thank you. And then we actually have one more guest editor who could not make it, Clara Chung from University of Manchester. And I want to make sure that she is acknowledged too. Could you please introduce the main aim of this special collection?
Sure. The special collection aims to gather important evidence on effective strategies, measures, and practices in relation to workforce development and support, which further contributes to workforce sustainability in the construction industry.
Yeah, I think this workforce development is a very important, very hot issue these days with all the sudden changes all around the world. So what was the motivation for proposing this special collection?
Well, as we understand, the construction industry plays a critical economic role for many countries. The effective operation of the construction industry relies on the supply of a sufficient and competent workforce. However, the construction industry in many countries is facing the challenge of skill shortages, which negatively influence the performance and productivity of the industry. Previous research has identified a range of factors contributing to skill shortages in the construction industry, including an aging workforce, early retirement of workers due to ill health and work incapacity, which can be linked to the demanding work conditions, and the difficulty of the industry in attracting and retaining new entrants due to the negative industry image. Skill shortages are also linked to the skill deficiencies of the existing workforce. Research has shown that the problematic training systems and ineffective workplace training has contributed to the skill gaps in the construction industry. Therefore, the motivation for the special collection has been twofold. On one hand, it's critical that the construction industry adopts effective workforce development strategies to ensure that workers are adequately skilled to meet the increasing skills and production demands. On the other hand, the construction industry needs to implement changes to create a supportive and healthy work environment to attract and retain skills. This ensures that the construction workers are not only technically competent, but also physically and psychologically well.
I'd like to chip in a little bit as well. So the construction industry is experiencing a number of challenges, as Rita just mentioned, and we need immediate solutions to these important issues. We know that a record number of workers are leaving the workforce, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic situation. More than expected number of baby boomers actually left the workplace. And we just don't have the skilled workforce to meet the infrastructure needs. What are the consequences? These are schools that are not being built. These are hospitals that are not being renovated, bridges that are not being maintained. We also are failing as an industry to attract the next generation of workers. So we have important issues. And also for projects that are ongoing, we have large amounts of delay, cost overruns, and workplace injuries. This is not surprising when we don't have a sufficiently skilled workforce. These are important issues that we need to address immediately, and that's why we've proposed this special issue.
All right. So what would be the expected impact or outcome once we complete with this special collection?
Right. So people are the fundamentally important resources in the construction industry. So within the research community, we expect that the special collection will bring needed research attention to support people in construction, including supporting their skill development and supporting their health, safety, well-being, and workability. We also expect that the special collection will provide important practical recommendations to the construction industry to drive changes and provide better work conditions to people. We hope that the special collection will contribute to the development of a sustainable workforce in the construction industry, which is considered to have the positive energy, capabilities, vitality, and resources to meet current and future organizational performance demands while sustaining their economic and mental health on and off the job.
Just to add a little bit, so like we said, we have important issues that need to be addressed. We hope that authors will share ideas on how we can maintain a sustainable flow of skilled workers. We'd like ideas on how we can create inclusive workplaces where cultural diversity is valued. We're looking for ideas as to how we can create safer, more productive and enriching workplaces. And most importantly, we want to train the next generation of workers. We want to help them acquire skills quickly and meet the skill deficiency that we have in the industry.
Yeah, if I may echo, a widely recognized thing is construction workforce who builds a modern society infrastructure and the building where we spend 90% of our time indoor. And I believe it's a globally important issue of how to attract the college graduates and the younger generation into this industry. Especially, we are facing the challenges of the aging workforce, the mental well-being of the workforce. This is being ongoing popular research topics as well in the UK built environment.
Yes, this whole aging workforce and then the emphasis on DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, I think fits very well into this workforce development. So who are the target contributors of this special collection?
We'll welcome contributors not only from the construction and engineering disciplines, but also from a wider range of disciplines, including business and management, psychology, organizational studies, even public health, etc. So we consider the special collection as a platform to capture extensive evidence produced from multiple disciplines and share the evidence with the construction industry for improved outcomes. We would also like to see a variety of research methods adopted to produce the evidence, including the research methods that are not commonly used in the construction and engineering disciplines. For example, ethnographic research, for example, controlled experimental studies, etc.
I think you brought a very important point that the Journal of Management Engineering wants to broaden the scope as much as possible. And I think this special collection will bring other disciplines to this engineering and construction sector, as Rita mentioned, public health, psychology, business, and others. So hopefully that we can see a lot of contribution from that sector as well. What did the guest editor team bring to this special collections?
So our guest editors are geographically located in 3 countries across 3 continents. So our broad networks are likely to help attract global contributors and audience for the special collection, which in turn facilitates learning and knowledge sharing across countries in terms of workforce development and support.
Yeah, as Rita mentioned, we have a nice and diverse group of guest editors. We hope that we can help authors get their important research out. We're just gonna we're looking forward to supporting them in this and working with the authors that have these important ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, although continentally aparted, I believe we share the same value of improving the sustainability of workforce development, not necessarily limited to construction industry or not necessarily limited to workforce itself, but also those who work with the workers, who collaborate with this workforce, as we are facing the global issue, as we mentioned earlier, aging population, skill gap, improving the EDI diversity of the industry, and immigration issues as well.
Thank you all. It seems like a very, very important and interesting topic. And I really hope that there will be a great number of contributors trying to submit their best research into this special collection. And I also look forward to reading the final outcome of this special collection. So thank you all. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Roy. And thank you, Clara. And I hope that this special collection will be a great success. So I'm going to conclude and thank you and hope to see you soon all in person, not in the virtual, but in person. Thank you.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you very much, Yang.